Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, Ale. Welcome to the class and thank you for being on time. How are you today?
I find teacher. I have a good experience for comment today.
Okay, that's something great. And thank you for being here. Well, let's wait a little moment for our classmates and then we can start, okay?
Yeah.
A ver, sí, teacher. Estaba pensando que ya no iban a ver el otro mío.
Hello, Francisco. Welcome to the class. How are you today?
I'm fine, teacher. It was
Eh,
good for me
oh,
today.
okay, that's something nice. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay, so I only have boys today.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, that's something good. So, well, we are going to
Yeah.
start. Well, first of all, let me activate my camera because it's time, okay? Well, maybe our classmates will connect in a moment. Let me check. I already sent a message. Evelyn is coming. No more boys class. Okay. Yeah, maybe any of some of our classmates will connect in a moment. Well, everybody, it's good to start a new class. Hello, Evelyn. How are you today?
Feeling good.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you for coming to our class. Well, everybody, as you remember, today it's a great day to practice. Okay, remember that in this class, everybody, we are going to continue with our speaking practices. This is something good, guys. It's always good to practice. As you know, maybe when we are in grammar activities, we don't or we forget about completing the whole activities. But today, guys, we have the opportunity to speak a little bit more and use the grammar we already learned, okay? Now, everybody, to start with our class, I want to ask you about what are the most popular attractions in your country? Well, in this opportunity, guys, all of us are from El Salvador, so it's something good. But tell me, what are the most popular attractions in El Salvador, okay? To start, everybody, pay attention to Ele, okay? Ele, tell me, in your opinion, what are the most popular attractions here?
Okay. In El Salvador,
Yes.
is the moment the most popular attraction is Tour City because is the most strategic, most marketing. But after before before 100, sí.
Yeah.
Before the most popular is the flower root, or is root, ruta is root, or no?
Yeah, root.
Root, the flower root is the most popular place in in the country next to San Salvador volcano, different place in San Salvador volcano. Pero the principal before the Sur City is the flower roots, but in the future the most popular is, in my opinion, is Central Historic in San Salvador, but is I have a more marketing for the place.
Okay, well, Elliot, that's a great opinion. I never thought about this. The San Salvador downtown in the future could be a very touristic place or very attractive place for tourists. Well, nowadays is attractive for some tourists because there are many places. For example, the restaurants, the place, the parks as we know them, or the squares. And now I remember that they are building the new library, right? So it will be another important thing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
bring
is
more, will
the
bring more
structure,
people. Yeah, the structure
the
will bring more people.
yeah, the structure. For example, yeah, yesterday I visit the historical central in San Salvador. I like the tele okay, I don't remember the in English, but es era el edificio del teleférico, donde está Telecom, o donde estaba the architecture, the architecture,
The architecture
the architecture is good. It's very, in my case, I like the architecture, the defect,
of the building.
the building. Yeah, for me, is very interesting. It's a good architecture.
Okay, that's something really well. That's nice to listen to your opinion about it. And thank you for sharing about different places that are really attractive in our country. That's nice, Ella. Thank you. Now, let's see, Evelyn, what can you tell me? What are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
We have a lot of attractions.
Yeah, we have.
But I think, yeah, but I think uh, Sunset Park is a popular attraction. It's new too, and uh, well, I don't visit it, but I see it in videos, and I think it's fun. And I don't know, we have volcanoes and forests too. We have a, a protect areas. No, no sé si se dice así.
Yeah, they could be protected areas.
Okay, protected areas too. And I don't know if you see that documental, it was made here, but in that documental, it show a lot of animals We have and forest and protected areas, and I think it is interesting.
Well, it's good to talk about that because, well, in that, I don't remember the name of that documentary, I mean, but it's great to remember some places and some important things that are there in El Salvador. Because as you mentioned, we have volcanoes, and here, well, in most of the countries, volcanoes are really interesting places to visit. But here in El Salvador, guys, it's even a challenge to go to volcanoes and climb or hike over there. So that's nice. Thank you for saying it, Evelyn. Thank you for your information, for your opinion. Now, everybody, let's pay attention to Francisco. Okay, I want to listen to Francisco's opinion. Tell me, boy, what are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
Well, I consider the beaches. El Salvador has been known for how beautiful beaches for many years, but now we have some city, and I think it's very important for us because many tourists coming to enjoy the South City. And in my opinion, the beaches. The beaches is the most important attraction in our country.
Yeah, that's nice. Actually, most of the people, not only tourists from other countries, but also people from El Salvador, they like to visit beaches. So all of us love beaches. That's nice.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yes. The Coatepeque Lake as well is very known for many people.
Yeah, in these
You
days,
know.
I guess it is changing its color. So it's
Yeah.
really beautiful, okay?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing this information, Francisco. That's nice. What about you, Alberto? What's your
Okay.
opinion? What are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
Okay, teacher, good night. Good evening.
Good evening.
In my opinion, in El Salvador, the most popular attraction is our variety place between La Puerta del Diablo, es el Parque La Familia, and to the church en diferentes municipios.
In different cities,
Okay, thank you. And in las costumbres, teacher, costumbres.
The customs or traditions.
Or tradition, correct. And finally, the most popular today is Sur City, in the beach in El Salvador. Some are beautiful.
Okay.
And two.
Okay, perfect. I really like your opinion about this. As you mentioned, something really interesting about our country. Well, I know that this is not exclusive from our country, from El Salvador, but over here we have a lot of traditions depending on the city, in the city you are. So you can see different traditions, different things that people like to do, and different ways of living. So that's why our country is full of diversity, right? Because we have, even in our country, we have different accents, we have different traditions, we do things in different ways. So it's really nice to mention that this is an art. It's not a place, because all places are interesting. All places, or most of the places, are attractive. But something that is also important in our culture, it's well, our traditions. So that's great. Thank you for talking about it, Alberto. And now, everybody, let's pay attention to Doris. Doris, tell me, in your opinion, what are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
Good evening, teacher and everybody. Well, I think that is Huayua, because I have the opportunity and I went to like 2 or 3 months ago, and it's a beautiful place. The food is delicious, and it was very crowded. People here from visit that place around the country, and also foreign people for that reason.
Okay, that's a great place to visit. I really like your opinion, because Huayua, yes, it's a beautiful place, and it has a lot of things that you can that are really interesting, and also that you feel attracted to those kind of things. For example, when I went there, I remember, well, first of all, the gastronomy, because they have a gastronomy festival every weekend, if I am not mistaken. So they have a gastronomy festival every weekend. Also, guys, another important thing that they have is they have a place nearby the park, and it's called Reptiland. I don't remember, but it's you can see snakes and chameleons. I don't remember any other animal, but all of them are reptiles. So that's those are really great places to visit, guys. And I'm so happy that you identify these places. And as you mentioned, guys, uh, people from El Salvador visit those places, and also tourists from other countries come to El Salvador and visit and see by themselves what happened in those attractions or in those places. Well, guys, it's good to talk about it, because in a moment we will continue with that topic. Now, everybody, we gotta make a short review about the grammar we learned in this unit. Remember that in this unit, guys, we were talking about modals. And the most important thing about the modals, everybody, are the uses of them. First of all, guys, we have the obligation and necessity. In this case, our only obligation, but we have the obligation modals. The first one, everybody, is must, okay? So everybody, let's pay attention to well, in this opportunity, I want to listen to Ele, okay? Ele, read the information about must.
Okay, modal verbs obligation review. Must. Official. Written ruling. You must be 18 or older to vote. Duty or strong moral obligation. You must respect your parents.
Very good. As you remember, yesterday we mentioned something important, and it's about the, as it says, moral obligation. As you remember, guys, it is because of other people's obligation or other people's opinion. It's an obligation. For example, you must respect your parents. This is a moral obligation, guys, because it's something that all kids should know. And also, guys, it's an opinion that some people have. You must respect your parents, which is correct, okay? It's correct in society, and it's also correct for you to know it and do it. Then, guys, this is something we didn't talk about yesterday, but it's good to know. When we are reading rules in a water park, in the constitution of our country, in a museum, so most of the rules, everybody, are always using must, okay? If we are talking about obligations you have, so it's better to, or it's more possible to read must instead of have to in rules, okay? In the law or in rules, it's easier or it's more possible to find examples using must instead of have to. Also, guys, remember that have to, it's used for obligations. But let's pay attention to Griselda, okay? Griselda, help me reading the examples about have to.
Okay. Have to. Use it in place of must when speaking, not a modal verb. She has to finish the report by 5 p.m.
Okay, good. But 5 p.m. It's more possible to finish at 5 p.m. Okay, well done. As you can see over here, one difference that we can see between must and have to is that have to is more common when we speak. Okay, must is generally used at the moment of writing, and have to is more common to be used when you speak. Okay, it says, guys, that this is not a modal verb, even though, guys, it can be considered kind of a modal verb because it gives you a specific mood when you speak or when you use this verb, have to, okay? It's an obligation. You know, guys, since it is, well, since must and have to are used for obligations, you know that this is something that you don't have any other option, guys. You do it or you do it. No more options. So, guys, it's good to practice all of them. And then, everybody, we have the 3 modals for advice. Francisco, can you tell me what are the 3 modals of advice?
Okay, it would be had better, should, y ought.
Nice, Aura. So, everybody, great job. As you can see, we don't have a long explanation about this, so we will have a really quick review about them. Guys, remember that should is the most common modal verb that we can use at the moment of giving advice or when giving or making recommendations. Okay, you should visit the doctor. You should watch this Netflix movie. You should, I don't know, guys. So you can make different kind of recommendations or suggestions. So should, everybody, is the most common. Then we have had better and oughta. And in the case of using had better and oughta, everybody remember that they are more formal and they are not common, okay? For example, oughta, it's very formal, okay, when you use it. And then, everybody, had better, it's also formal, but it's more common when you give instructions or when you give advice to someone you don't know, okay? For example, to a stranger or to a foreign person, so you can give this kind. Okay, so this is something, guys, that you have to remember, and is that had better, everybody, is more common to be used when we speak to someone that we don't know, as I mentioned, a stranger um to a foreign person. Okay, you had better. Yes, that's right. Okay, Francisco, that will be kind of a translation, guys, or the way to what we interpret that word, okay? So, had better sería mejor, okay? So you had better avoid street food. Remember, guys, yesterday I gave you that example, and we were talking about suggestions, okay? We were talking about suggestions, but it's more common, guys, when we don't know people. If we know someone, we can use should in a very confident way. And ahora, everybody, it's if we are in a formal setting or in a formal place. Okay, everybody, this is a short review, a short explanation to remember what we learned in this unit. But now, everybody, it's time for us to practice the obligation and necessity modals. Everybody, I will give you 1 minute and 30 to read the examples, okay? You have to decide what could be the right option. If it is have to, if it is must, or if it is need to, okay? Remember, guys, we can use these examples in affirmative, negative way, okay? The important thing, everybody, is for you to use the grammar correct. So 1 minute and 30, guys, starts now. Please read the examples and decide what is the correct option, okay? Okay, everybody, time's up. So right now it's time to listen to your examples. Today I have 6 people in the class. So everybody, I want to listen to your answers, and the last 2 examples, we will complete them together. To start with this practice, guys, pay attention to Francisco. He will help me with example number 1. Tell me, Francisco, what is the correct sentence number 1?
I think we need to go to the new sushi bar in town. Kay said it's amazing.
So
I think it's needed to.
Okay.
We need to go. We need to go.
We need to go. Okay, that's a great. Oh, give me a second. I will change the color because you cannot see it. Maybe this one. Yeah, it looks better. Well, everybody, let's continue with our next participant. Thank you, Francisco. That was a great answer. What do you think in the sentence number 2, Griselda? What is the correct sentence?
Have to.
Okay, can you help me with the complete sentence?
You have to bother helping me move now. I have enough helpers.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. What do you think about number 3? Let me see. Okay, Alberto, what do you think in number 3? What is the right answer?
Teacher, I believe most.
Okay, must. Can you help me with the complete sentence now?
Yes. Swimming customer must be worn at all the time. All time.
Very good. Thank you. Now, Ellie, help me with example number 4.
I have to get my charger fixed. Is
As soon as possible.
AP.
As
Yeah.
soon as possible. So
No.
what did you say is the right answer?
Have to.
Have to. Oh, have to. That's nice. Okay, well done. Just remember, guys, ASAP is the meaning of, is the abbreviation of as soon as possible. So ASAP stands for as soon as possible. Yeah. Now you know, guys, something new. Well done. Thank you, Ellie. Let's continue
Okay.
with you, Evelyn. Example 5. What is the correct sentence?
You and they must come over and see my new summer house.
Okay, you and Dave must come over and see my new summer house. Well done. Thank you. Now, Doris, what is the correct example number 6? What do you think?
I think you mustn't be late or Nana will be very angry.
Okay, you mustn't. You mustn't be late of Nana or Nana will be very angry. Okay, that's nice. Now, everybody, as I told you, well, all of you complete one example per person. Let's complete together example 7 and 8, okay? Help me out with example 7. I desperately go to the toilet. What is the right answer, guys?
Need to.
Need to.
Need to, of course. We are talking about necessities. So it's something really important, okay? Now, everybody, you buy me a living gift. So what could be the right answer?
For me, yes, have to because it's the rule.
Okay, so have to. You have to buy me a living gift. Okay, guys, I'm so happy to see your answers. We will check together, everybody. We will check together what are the correct answers, but let me put this, everybody, in one side, okay? Need to is 1, have to is number 2, must is number 3. Give me a second. Have to is number 4. Must is number 5. Mustn't is number 6. Need to is number 7. And have to is number 8. I moved the answers, guys, because I want to show you if they are correct or not. To start, everybody, pay attention to it. In number 1, I told you guys that there was more than one possible answer. In number 1, guys, the 3 modals were possible. We have to, we must, or we need to. The 3 of them, guys, were correct. So, well done. In example 2, guys, pay attention. This sentence, it's in negative. So we have to do it, everybody, in negative form. Okay? So everybody, you don't have to bother helping me move now. I have enough helpers. It means, everybody, that, for example, if you are moving from one city to another or from one place to another, so you have a lot of people helping you to move your things. It means, everybody, so one more person is not necessary. So you don't have to bother. So there isn't a problem if you help me or not. So remember, everybody, we have to use don't have to. Okay, don't, give me a second. Don't have to. Okay, well done. Then example number 3, must. Must is the only possible answer, everybody, because we're talking about rules, okay? Written rules may be in a water park. Swimming costumes must be worn at all times. Then everybody, number 4, I have to, I must, or I need to get my tire fixed as soon as possible. Actually, guys, I consider that the most common answers could be have to or need to, okay? So it depends on you guys, but according to the exercise, guys, the 3 answers are possible. Then in number 5, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, have to, must, or need to, they were correct. So you did it correct, well done. Number 6, everybody, mustn't. Now, in this exercise, guys, mustn't is the the single possible answer because we are talking about an external, another person's obligation. Okay, so another person think that you have to do it, or it's an obligation that you get on time to one place, or Nana or that person will be very angry. So that person's opinion is this one. So that's why the correct answer is mustn't. In number 7, guys, I need to, because as we said before, we are talking about a necessity. And 8, you didn't have to, okay? It depends, guys, on your opinion, if you need a living gift or not. But at least in this exercise, guys, the correct answer was didn't have to. However, guys, well, we use grammar correctly in all of these examples. So I congratulate you guys for all your effort. So clap for you, okay? We are doing an amazing job. Only 2 mistakes, so that's something I consider it's nice. But now, everybody, apart from practicing grammar, we have to check our speaking. That's why we have to complete the next activity. Okay, pay attention to instructions, everybody. Okay, look at the question. What do tourists need to know before coming to El Salvador? As you know, guys, this year, a lot of tourists are coming to El Salvador because of surf competitions, because of the Central America Games, because of Miss Universe 2023. So we have a lot of events here in El Salvador, guys, and people is coming to these events, to participate in these events, and also more people is coming to watch these events. That's why, everybody, we need to say, what do people need to know before coming to El Salvador? So share with your classmates some important information that tourists have to know when they travel to El Salvador. You have 5 minutes to get ready with some ideas about it, okay? Well, we will have 5 minutes. We will be 5 minutes in the groups, in the breakout rooms, and then, everybody, we will come back to the class and speak about that important information they need to know. For example, well, if you come to El Salvador, you need to bring dollars because that is the official currency in El Salvador. Also, you need to bring a lot of space on your cell phone because you will take a lot of pictures because we have beautiful places around, well, in our country. So these are 2 examples, guys, that I thought about. First of all, guys, they need to bring dollars because we only accept dollars in El Salvador and Bitcoin. Then, everybody, another important thing is, as I said before, that they need to bring space because we have beautiful places in El Salvador, so they have to take pictures everywhere. You can think about more ideas that of information that tourists have to know when they come to El Salvador. Now, do you have any question about this, everybody, about the activity? Questions? Okay. Everybody, if you don't have any question, please practice with your classmate. You will be 5 minutes in the breakout rooms. If you need more time, we will consider if you have 1 or 2 more minutes. And then, everybody, I will, well, we will participate in the class. If you finish, for example, if one of you start talking and finish before the 5 minutes, the next person participates, okay? Try to speak, everybody, and try that both of you speak in the 5 minutes, okay, everybody? Remember that I will listen to you in separate ways, okay? So if you are, right now you are in a group to practice, but at the moment of participating, guys, you will be separated, okay? So, guys, I see you in 5 minutes.
Very, very hot.
Yes, my friend. So, what do you think? What for you? What do tourists need to know if they want to come into El Salvador?
Well, I think tourists need to a lot of money. Need to
If they come and if they come some of a tropical country, they it they will be fine. But I think the others suffer for it's too hot for them.
Okay,
And
it's good idea.
yes,
Yeah, yeah, for que te
they need to know too. They can use a Bitcoin to pay, because
yeah,
I think it will be better, because uh, when you can pay with a credit card, for example, in other country, the bank uh, you have to pay to the bank a cost for every transaction.
Sí, eso sí.
But
Um, what do
sometimes,
you think?
what?
What do you think? What the tourists need to know?
I think that, uh, well, as you tell me, that the clothes is very important, and it's depend of the time of the year, right?
Yes.
And also they have to bring a lot of money because there are a lot of beautiful places here in El Salvador, but they are going to, I don't know how to say, gastar. They have to pay a lot of money too.
Hey, yes.
Yes, and maybe, I don't know.
Other
think they needed traductor.
Ajá, sí, sí.
Yeah. Because with language is
Spanish.
Spanish, correct.
Yes.
Entonces, then yes, need they need a traductor.
Ajá. That's correct. It's correct, my friend.
Okay.
Uh,
Y, eh, okay. To need a place where host, donde hospedarse.
It's a it's a risk. It's a risk when you visit other country because uh, you want uh, to taste every dish and know uh, uh, different kind of dishes of that country, and it's it's the risk you can feel bad in a moment for the all combination.
Yeah.
Come back. How was the practice? Good?
Good.
Happy that you practice, and we use the grammar that it was needed, okay? Well, to start with our activity, well, let's see, I have 6 people. Alberto, tell me a number from 1 to 6.
Sorry, teacher.
Number from 1 to 6. One, two, three, four, 5, or 6.
No. Okay. 5.
Number 5. Okay, everybody,
5,
pay
teacher.
attention to Doris. Okay, Doris, you're number 5. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Tell me, what do
okay,
tourists
teacher.
need to know when they come to El Salvador?
Well, with my partner Griselda, we discussed that the people that visit El Salvador need to bring the property clothes, and it depends of the time of the year that they decide to visit El Salvador. For example, she tells that, and I think the same, that El Salvador in this time we are in winter, but almost all the time the day is very hot. And maybe the tourist maybe has to have a t-shirt, how can I say, short.
Well, that's a great question, Doris. The same word we use short in English is in Spanish. So short in English, short
Oh
in
my God.
Spanish, short in English. Yeah.
Okay, sure, and maybe a comfortable shoes. And also they have to, or they need to bring a lot of money because there are a lot of beautiful places here in El Salvador that they can visit. That's all, teacher.
Well, that's nice. I'm so happy to listen to your well, to what you mentioned, what people need to know when they travel to El Salvador. So that's good. And yeah, I like your the advice you give about clothes they have to wear, also about different things that they need to know, okay, when they come to El Salvador. So thank you for sharing about it, Doris. Now, help me with a number from 1 to 6.
1.
1, let me see. Okay, my number 1 in this opportunity is going to be Ele, okay? Ele, tell me, what do people need to know when they come to El Salvador?
Thank you. Okay. I comment for Evelyn the important the people is clear to know the different the different where in El Salvador, for example, the visit the beach is the weather is hot, but if, for example, visit the Eramón, La Palma, San Ignacio, el Cerro Verde, the weather is cold. Entonces, they prepare different clothes for different weather. For example, visit La Unión, es la playa del Metal, yo creo. It's very hot. It's different. It's different. It's different. The hot. It's different clothes. Another is depending the more the different activities. For example, El Salvador is a small, but I have a different activities. For example, visit the playa, visit the place, the lake is the swimming in the lake, swimming in the place, is the explorer in the mountain. For example, the people riding, no, caminar.
Walking?
Walking, for example, el Cerro de Ramón, walking for the Izalco volcano, another activities. Entonces, it's necessary close. Comment también is more important. The use the dollar is the principal divisa. I don't remember the name in English. Okay, but they use the Bitcoin. It's important comment for tourists. Bitcoin is the user normal in the country, but the people I don't it's not normal for the use in for transaction normal, but is normal the use of the Bitcoin for transaction, big transaction. It's occasionality. For example, play send money for El Salvador is in Bitcoin. Is only is the comment con Evelyn.
Okay,
Only
thank you.
teacher.
Yeah, Ele?
Only teacher.
Oh, that's it. Okay, thank you. Well, guys, that's great information that you said, Ele. Something important, yes, guys. The currency, it's really important when you come to El Salvador, guys. Nowadays, as you know, it's possible to use dollars and also Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is not, even though it's possible to pay with it, but it's not very common that people use Bitcoin, okay? But, okay, it depends on you, okay? If you want to use it or you have a different way to pay. For example, I don't remember, I guess Doris mentioned about it, or if not, I listened to one person talking about that. And it's that when you go to another country, in some cases, you have the possibility to pay with a credit card. But it also depends on the bank, because you also have to pay a small fee for your transaction. So it depends on it, right? Well done. Guys, I am really happy to listen to your examples, but it's almost time to go. So I have to give you some important information, guys. And the following information is this one. First of all, guys, let me share my screen with you. Okay, everybody pay attention to it. We have to finish with the activities of Unit 4. So these are the last activities of this unit. You have to start in activity 4.4.3 and you finish in 4.4.5. Also, guys, we have to take the exam for units 3 and 4, okay? So please, everybody, try to complete this exam before Monday, because on Monday, guys, INSAFORP is going to check the progress that you have on the platform. I will say it in Spanish, guys, to be clearer. Solo recordarles, guys, completen todas las actividades de la unidad 4 y sobre todo el examen antes de el lunes. Porque el día lunes, guys, INSAFORP, el día lunes por la mañana, INSAFORP va a estar revisando que hayamos completado hayamos completado con el 75% de las actividades. Si ya terminaron, guys, o ya están cerca de terminar, pues super good. Recuerden que la otra semana es nuestra última semana de clases en este nivel. Luego de eso pasaremos al siguiente nivel, of course. Así que, please, guys, try to continue practicing on the platform. If you had problems with some activities, please send your messages to the WhatsApp group, everybody, so that if I can't help you, our classmates can help us, okay? And if I have the opportunity to help you guys, so I will do it, or I will try to explain what is the activity about, okay? So please, everybody, continue working hard. You did an amazing job today. I'm so happy that you are using the grammar as it is supposed. And well, everybody, that's all for today. I'm so happy to practice with you. I hope to see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend too, teacher.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so have a good night.
Nice.
Good night, everybody.